Hello FPL managers, today we talk about the knee-jerk reaction for Game Week 4. In today's video, we'll look over the most transferred in and transferred out players coming into the next game week and make a recommendation to you guys as to whether or not you should go with the crowd and bring these players into your teams or release them from your squads. If you guys want to get the extra edge this FPL season, then click the top link in the description to get yourself 65% off Fantasy Football Fix Premium and also get yourselves a free strategy guide. So just before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to show support for the channel, as we're trying to hit 5k subs by Game Week 5, and also click that notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So starting off with the most transferred in players for Game Week 4, beginning with Mikel Antonio. The West Ham forward posted his third consecutive return of the season, getting himself 11 points in Game Week 3, picking up 1 goal and 1 assist against Crystal Palace. Coming in at £7.8 million, I would expect his price to rise even further over the coming days, as he has made an immense start to the season, recording 40 points in his first 3 matches. He is now the top owned forward in FPL with a very high 44.5% ownership, and it is clear to see why, as he had some great underlying numbers for his game against Palace. He had an XG of 0.68 for that game and an XA of 0.55, which gives him an extremely high expected score involvements, as he recorded 5 shots, 1 of which was on target, and 4 attempted assists. His 4 attempted assists ranks 3rd highest amongst all players so far this game week, and his 5 shots also ranks top amongst all players so far, so his underlying numbers are looking absolutely incredible, and at just £7.8 million currently, he is such a great value option. And moving on to the second most transferred in player so far this game week, it is Ferran Torres. This City midfielder has already seen just over 100,000 managers bring him in, which is only behind Antonio's 130,000 managers. He recorded 18 points in Game Week 3, as he was very impressive for City against Arsenal in their 5-0 win, as he got himself 2 goals for his own and 1 assist as well. He was very impressive for City in their 5-0 win over Arsenal, as he got himself 2 goals and 1 assist. Ferran Torres has got himself starts in each of their first 3 matches, recording a total of 240 minutes across his first 3 games. So if he can continue to start for City in that striker position at just £7 million, he could be a great value option. He had some great underlying numbers for his game against Arsenal, as he had a 1.18 XG, which does rank second amongst all players so far this game week, so if he can get continuous starts, he will be a great value option for City. And moving on to the third most transferred in player this game week, it is Saïd Benrahma. Benrahma is coming in at £6.3 million, but here's another one that I would expect to rise over the coming days, as he has already seen 59,000 managers transfer him in. Benrahma did blank in Game Week 3 with just 2 points, but he has already recorded a total of 26 FPL points across his first 3 games. He currently has a 27.3% ownership, which does make him the 3rd highest owned midfielder in the game, and he once again produced nice underlying numbers in Game Week 3. Across his Game Week 3 match, he recorded an XG of 0.1, XA of 0.1, had 1 shot which was on target, and also attempted an assist as well, so despite not getting on the score sheet for the Hammers, he still was fairly involved. As I touched on before with Antonio, Benrahma has got some nice upcoming fixtures with Southampton, Manchester United, Leeds and Brentford as the next 4, so at just £6.3 million currently, I would expect Benrahma to be one of the best value options in midfield. Obviously, West Ham have a very strong attacking outfit, recording 10 goals in their first 3 matches, so I can see why many managers are bringing in both Antonio and Benrahma in the West Ham attack, as both these players are great value and are performing extremely well. And taking a look at the most transferred out players for this game week, beginning with Kostas Tsimikas. Tsimikas has already seen 70,000 managers transfer him out coming into Game Week 4, as he could only record 1 point in Game Week 3 as he got subbed on for 4 minutes against Chelsea. This comes about as Robertson did return from his injury to face Chelsea in Game Week 3, and I would expect Robertson to be the starting option for the rest of the season for Liverpool. Obviously, Tsimikas was a great value option at the start of the season at just £4 million, as he was going to be getting starting minutes, but now that Robertson's back into the team, it could be worthwhile moving Tsimikas on. He was of course very impressive when he played, recording 18 points in his first 3 games, but now that Robertson's back, I will be looking to move him on. Danny Ings is the next player on the list, as he's the second most popular player to depart the squads, with just over 60,000 managers moving him on. Despite getting his 3rd consecutive return of the season, I can see why managers are moving him out, as Aston Villa do have a very bad fixture swing. Ings did get himself an assist in Game Week 3, but also picked up a yellow card to take him down to 4 points, but did make it 19 points in his first 3 matches for Villa. This does actually make him the 4th highest scoring forward in FPL, only behind Antonio, Jesus and Calvert-Lewin. Danny Ings' underlying numbers haven't been the best so far this season, as in Game Week 1 he scored a late penalty for Villa, then got himself a bicycle kick with a very low XG in Game Week 2, and then produced an assist in Game Week 3 which only had an XA of just 0.1. In his most recent match against Brentford, he had an XG of 0.19, XA of 0.1, only attempted 1 shot and 1 attempted assist as well. So with his lower underlying numbers with many of the other forwards around his price range and his fixture swing of facing Chelsea, Everton, Manchester United and Tottenham as his next four, I will be looking to move on the Aston Villa attacking assets. There are a lot of other forwards that do have some nice fixtures over the next 4 matches, so I definitely will be looking to move him on for the likes of Dominic Calvert-Lewin if you don't already have him. Also, Patrick Bamford is another one of that price tag that does have some great upcoming fixtures, so definitely with Danny Ings having many other options better than him around his price range, I would be looking to move him out of the squad. And the final player on the list is Reece James, as he was the third most popular player to depart the squads, with 41,000 managers transferring him out. This came about as he picked up a red card against Liverpool in Game Week 3, only recording 1 point. He is suspended until the 19th of September, so he will miss Game Week 4 against Aston Villa at home, and when he comes back he will be there to face Tottenham away and Manchester City at home. So since he will be missing Game Week 4 and has some tricky fixtures when he comes back, I can see why it's a great transfer out. So just in summary, have a look at the recommended transfers in and out. If a player has been highlighted green, they are a good transfer in or out, and they've been highlighted red, they have a bad transfer in or out. Starting off with the top transfers in, Antonio looks to be a great transfer in, as he has recorded his 3rd consecutive return of the season, bringing up 40 FPL points in just 3 matches. Him and Benrahma continue to be the main attacking threats for West Ham, as they have already scored 10 goals in their first 3 games and have some great upcoming fixtures. Moving on, Ferran Torres is probably a bad transfer in, as despite getting 18 points in Game Week 3, I'm not too sure about his starting minutes in the future. We all know Pep Guardiola does rotate this squad quite frequently, and with Ferran Torres starting 3 out of his first 3 matches, I do think it might be time for a rotation in terms of him. So even though he is coming in at £7 million and has recorded 23 points in 3 games, I wouldn't really be bringing him in just off one performance getting 18 points, as I do face Leicester away in Game Week 4, then have Chelsea and Liverpool in Game Week 6 and 7, so I'm not too sure about his starting minutes or attacking returns over the upcoming game weeks. And to cap it off, the 3rd most transferred in player was Benrahma, who we think is a good transfer in. Despite blanking in Game Week 3, Benrahma has already recorded 26 FPL points this season, getting himself 2 goals and 2 assists so far. Moving on to the most transferred out players, Kostas Tsimikas looks to be a good transfer out, as I'm not too sure about his starting minutes in the future. Obviously with Robertson being ready to go for Game Week 3, I would expect Robertson to be starting the rest of the games for the season, and since he does have this 2-week international break to even further recover, I definitely think Tsimikas' starting minutes will be at a minimum. Moving on, Ings also looks to be a good transfer out, as despite getting his 3rd consecutive return of the season and getting himself 19 points in 3 matches, he has quite a nasty fixture turn, and his underlying numbers haven't been the best in terms of XG and XA. Cap it off, Reece James also looks to be a good transfer out, as he only got 1 point in Game Week 3 as he got a red card. So his fixtures don't really look good up until Game Week 7, so I do think it could be worthwhile transferring him out now, as I would expect his price to go down and he doesn't have the best fixtures when he returns. So that's all I've got for today for the knee-jerk reaction of Game Week 4. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to show support for the channel, as we're trying to hit 5k subs by Game Week 5. And also click that notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads, and leave a comment of what you guys thought of this video and what are your transfer plans for the upcoming game week. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.